Welcome back to Anime Club, Fall 2018. We're here to bring you episode updates on Goblin Slayer episode 4 and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure part 5?
Episode 4.
Okay, there we go. That's where
it.
we are.
Did it.
I think we have decided we'll start with Goblin, then go to JoJo. Is that
Yep.
how we're doing it?
Yep.
Yeah, so
Yep.
Goblin Slayer.
Unless you want to throw a wrench in there.
No.
We have to stick to the format. The format is law.
Goblin Slayer opens up right where episode 3 dropped off.
Enter the cave.
Enter the cave. Or the ruins.
Yeah.
The ruin, not a cave. The ruins. Archer Chick did some magic to get the goblins out, and then they went to go explore the ruins.
Yeah, they almost got hit by a trap. And they didn't.
Nope.
And the dwarf is like, everyone turns left. And the goblin slayer's like, let's go right.
No, so the dwarf's like, I've assessed the situation.
Yeah.
The lair is to the left. Goblin Slayer's like, you're right, let's go right.
As soon as that happened, I knew this whole episode was just going to be Goblin Slayer flexing.
Yeah.
Like, straight up. It's just like, listen, y'all be, like, from different places. You're, like, a 3,000-year-old elf. You're, like, a 500-year-old dwarf. Yeah. Don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I hunt goblins. I know what's up. I know what's up.
Yeah, so he goes to the path less traveled.
Yeah.
And
turns out, rape dungeon.
Yeah, and there is this elf chick who's tied up, who's clearly just there to be raped.
Yep.
Multiple times.
So gotta produce those goblins.
And they do the classic twist where she's just saying, she's mumbling the words,
kill.
And you assume she's saying to kill her, which, because, you know.
It was in the first episode.
Yeah, like, all right, cool, kill her. And but then Goblin Slayer goes to swing that sword.
He's a goblin.
And there's a goblin under
kills
feet.
a goblin.
Yeah, and he does that. And they're all like, yo! He's like, what are you guys thinking? I kill goblins.
Yeah, that's all I do.
Yeah.
I just kill goblins. We
We
saw a dragon can, like, summon shit.
Yeah, with bones.
Yeah, with bone dragons.
Because he summons a messenger and says, messenger, get this raped elf back to her people.
Yeah.
And here's a letter.
Yeah.
For reinforcements.
Because you have no lungs.
Yeah.
So you cannot talk.
Yep. Just do it.
Okay.
And then from then on...
This is where it gets wild.
Yeah.
Right? They go to the lair.
So hold on. Before they go to the lair, they find a map.
Yeah.
In her, like, bag and
the
stuff.
Rucksack.
And he's like, see, this is why I want to go right.
Because I found loot.
Yeah, because when he said that, I was like, you just fucking lucked out. No,
he knew.
Because he actually says, I knew there was more information here. And when he said that, I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
He's the Kirito of this game.
No, I mean, yes, but he's overleveled.
He knows how it works.
What was Kirito's nickname?
I don't know. I didn't watch that show.
The beater.
The beater.
Yeah.
Why?
Because he was from the beta.
Oh.
And he's a cheater.
He's
the
a
beater.
Oh, that's so dumb.
Yeah.
So dumb.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, then they go back down the path. They go left.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you're right. This is where shit gets wild.
They pull some dumb shit.
So we find out that they're all magicians.
Yeah, all of them. Every single one.
Yeah. The dwarf especially.
Yeah. How many spells you guys got left? We all got like 20 spells. The dwarf's got 25 spells. Yeah. Right? He's just chilling.
Yeah. When you find out the dwarf is a mage and he doesn't have a hammer, you're just like, what the fuck is this?
The setup they do on the floor full of goblins is cool.
Yeah.
Where they use stupor, which the goblin just shoots his fire wine into the air. Like he missed it. So they all get drunk. And then the white mage uses silence so they can't talk.
Yeah.
Like that was a cool setup.
Yeah.
So while they're murdering them in their sleep, they don't make any noise.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Right? It was pretty savage too. Just like it was more so it was more just like cold, calculated efficiency, which made it even more brutal.
Yeah, and I think through this whole episode, one of the things that they're trying to highlight is that the elf girl, no matter even if she is 2,000 years old, she is not very experienced in this stuff
because she hasn't left her village.
From the start of the finding out the other elf was raped to wiping blood on her,
or having too much blood on her sword,
and now seeing them just stab goblins, like every second. She is not in a happy place.
No, she's not. She's in a bad place.
Yeah. So they kill the goblins,
mm-hmm.
and then a big boy comes out.
Yeah, ogre.
Yes, and Goblin Slayer does not even know what an ogre is.
Yeah, he's like, "You're not a goblin. Are you a goblin?"
He's like, "Are you a goblin? No, don't confuse me with a goblin."
Okay, fine. I got no qualms with you, my boy.
Yeah, he's like, "Okay, well,
like
whatever."
I swear, at some point, I was just waiting for Goblin Slayer to just leave.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like, "Well, you're not my problem."
Yeah, you're not a goblin, so I don't really care.
Yeah, but for some reason he wants to fight him.
Well, he wanted to fight him because he said he was going to produce more goblins for the Demon King, and he's like, "I don't care about this Demon King. I don't even know who you are, but goblins are bad."
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah.
And then this ogre is also a magician.
Yeah, everyone's a magician. Everyone dual classed mage.
Yeah, and he performs
the be all end all of fireballs.
Yes, it was something else. And our sorceress is like, I got that protection.
Yeah, no worries, I got that double protection.
Yeah, I do like how every time someone casts a spell in this game, they got to do like this this insanely long chant.
Yeah. It's very D&D.
Yeah,
like,
it's so cool.
You have to do I remember when I played D&D, I was playing a mage, and like for a lot of fireballs and stuff, I had to do like incantations.
Yeah,
and it took up time.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. She blocks the fireball, but now she's out of commission. Goblin Slayer's like, well, I'll fight this boy like a goblin.
Yo, and then he got crunched.
And he gets wrecked.
Yeah.
He gets wrecked. So it's up to Dragon Man, Lizard Man.
Dragon Man, Lizard Man, who creates a bone sword and another bone dragon.
Yeah, as well as Dwarf Magician.
Who can just make stones bigger.
And then Elf Archer.
Who shoots people.
Yes. They fight. They
do their thing until the Goblin Slayer does its thing.
Yeah.
And he pulls some bullshit.
Some amazing bullshit. So town portals are very useful. Apparently.
Because they can bring you back to town. But normally, because in this lore, they can only be used once, so mostly adventurers just sell them for a lot of gold.
Yeah.
Not Goblin Slayer.
No.
He hires a witch from the last episode to put a scroll at the bottom of the ocean.
Yes.
And then have his scroll be connected to the bottom of the ocean.
Yes, so when he opens the portal,
it just shoots razor water.
Yeah, because of all the pressure, and it just slices the ogre into pieces.
That was insane. Yeah. That was nuts. And if this is a showing of bullshit to come, I'm ready.
So yeah, I was expecting him to do some like cool animated stuff, but this is looking like the show where he just outsmarts everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can be down for that.
Oh, can you?
I think so.
Interesting.
Maybe. Okay. I'm not too sure yet, to be honest. Like, I will say when it did come as a shock, and I was like, huh.
Yeah, that was a twist.
Yeah.
I couldn't even imagine that.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
But it is
I knew he was gonna beat him, but the method of what he did it, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, but it does fall into like that sort of outside the box D&D thinking. Like using things how they're not really supposed to be used, so you can make some busted ass shit.
I'm glad they at least hinted about that scroll.
Yeah.
You know, because if you just pulled it out, then I would have had an issue. But what are you gonna do?
Fair enough.
But yeah, no, it was a good episode. It showed what it seemed like.
Yeah, it was showing the skills that everybody had to bring to the table.
Yeah.
And then I just like when they exit out. Like, we got your letter. We came with a caravan as fast as we could. Yeah. How many goblins are left inside? And just fucking ignore him.
Yeah.
And they're just like,
I killed all the goblins.
Like, they're all dead. Just stop talking to me. They're all dead.
And then he goes to sleep.
Alrighty.
Yeah. And then did you see the after the credit scene?
Oh, what was it? Like the episode thing?
No, the farmer girl from the first episode.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Okadi. Like, she's
there. Yeah. And why did they film that as if it was some sort of like horror bullshit?
I don't know.
Like it had like all this tense music, and he's just coming home. Like, I don't get it.
Maybe it's not him.
Why would she be like Okairi?
Maybe she loves goblins.
Mom of goblins.
Yeah, but what if she? Yeah, what if she's the mom goblin?
Oh no!
What if she willingly gives herself to goblins?
So I'm still on that fact. I still think that's how goblins procreate.
It is. That's 100% true because that's what the ogre said. The ogre said is like, oh, I'm gonna make that elf girl into a plaything because I need more ogres or I need more goblins.
That's fucking sad.
Yeah, it's fucking disgusting.
I wonder if it's like super sped a pregnancy though.
Probably.
Like a 2-week window.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, dude. This show like has no issue just like alluring to rape as a punishment. Yeah. Right. It's the whole thing. Like, it's weird because rape is terrible. I feel like I don't have to say that.
Yeah, that's not. Don't worry, no one's questioning that.
But it's the thing of like what different genders find horrifying.
Yeah.
Which is like men, at least within the show, feel horrified at not being able to protect.
Yeah.
Right. And then women are horrified at things happening to them.
Yes.
Right. Where it's like they really like dig deep for just the shit of like, oh, I'm gonna break all your bones and then fuck with her while you're watching and you can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
Right. Like it's a lot of like really dark shit, and obviously from the first episode you should expect it. But just the way they lay it on you, like I don't know if I'm gonna get desensitized to it eventually and be like, okay, yeah, he's threatening her with rape again, let's just fucking move on. Right. I feel like they're coming at it too hard too fast.
Yeah.
Right. Where episode 1 was a really good setup just for what the show will be, but they just keep hitting you with it.
Maybe it'll just escalate.
To what? To some berserk shit?
You never know.
Maybe, I don't know, man.
I don't know.
It's just hentai at some point.
Well, let's not go there. Yeah, so that was that episode.
Yeah. Goblin Slayer. I don't know. What'd you think about it? The episode
It was cool. I thought it was cool.
Yeah, I thought it was a good fight episode. Yeah. And then we move on to episode 4 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Golden Wind.
Golden. What does he say? How does he say it in Japanese?
It's Gold Experience.
Yeah, Gold Experience. Yeah. Okay.
Because that's a Prince album, I believe, but you can't say that because it's copyrighted here.
Yeah.
So this is the second part of the Black Sabbath fight.
Right, that's why he looks like that. Okay,
yeah, Mr. Shadow Man.
Yeah, okay, now it makes. I knew it. I just didn't know it.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
You knew what?
I knew the reference. I just didn't know what it was.
Yeah. And I don't think they explicitly say it within the episode.
No, but like just from every like, I don't know.
Yeah. So we learned that this mysterious enemy stand that was awakened by the lighter is Black Sabbath, and we also learn very quickly that it moves around within the shadows.
Terrifying speeds.
Yeah. Once it's in the shadows, almost like basically instant transmission within shadows.
Yeah.
And is insanely strong.
Yeah.
But if exposed to sunlight, crazy weak.
Yeah.
Right? Koichi also shows back. And because he saw the lighter being relit, he is now pulled into this whole thing.
Yeah.
And so that's a tag team thing of Koichi and Giorno trying to fight Black Sabbath, figuring out ways to beat it.
Yeah.
And trying to move on with their lives pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
I actually forgot how this fight ends and how they do this. I really like the instances where he would turn like the stone handles into like vines so that they went away and it tricked the Black Sabbath into going into sunlight.
So that was cool, but when did he do that?
When he yelled Gold Experience, because he can give anything life, right?
No, but when did he make the handles?
No, the handles were always there. He turned the handles into flowers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he turned the inanimate object into life.
Okay.
Yeah. And then also, listen, the shadow stuff is cool, but I thought this was some bullshit. This is some anime bullshit.
Well,
when they are like, we have to get out of the school area because eventually the school is going to be all shadow.
Yeah.
So we have to move. And as they're moving, Black Sabbath moves into the shadow of some flying birds and transfers to the shadow of a tree.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, I forgot that happened. That's clever, but also that's some bullshit.
See, so that's the thing. That was the part of the episode I was like, no, he's going to move with the birds. He's going to move. Because I think before that, they explained it like, we got to find a scooter.
Yeah.
So we can get him in the scooter.
Yeah.
And then whatever.
And then take away the scooter.
Yeah. And then I was like, okay, this guy's going to... So when I saw the birds, I was like, okay, whatever. They at least showed that it's a possibility.
Yeah.
Like, whatever.
And
it's
they did
cool. It. The one I didn't get was he's in the tree shadow.
Yeah.
And Giorno has his foot caught and Mr. Boyd has gravity on it.
Yeah.
Shit happens.
Mm-hmm.
How did... They say he got to the roots of the tree. That's how he's able to give it life? Or
yeah.
When did he touch the tree?
So basically, whatever he touches, as long as it's connected to the living object, it can affect it, right? So this was like as shown through the light switch. He punches the light switch, it travels to the lamp, right?
Yeah.
And the lamp turns into a snake and eats the bread.
Yeah.
So it's the same concept, but when the gravity is so strong that it shatters the ground, it exposes the dirt underneath to where he hits.
Oh,
The
is it because
roots-
he's touching? Okay.
He hits the roots of the tree, which
Uh-huh.
then transfer to the tree, and it gives it so much life that it speeds up its life cycle. and
So
kills
I
it.
knew it was the roots. I didn't see the roots in the picture, so I didn't know
Yeah.
how he was doing it.
I don't think they explicitly show him like touching the roots.
So I thought that was his power, but I guess he doesn't need to. Like, is his range just like a foot?
his range is like pretty much just like maybe a meter, a foot within him.
Okay.
And that's why Koichi's like, how could you even touch that
Yeah,
tree?
that's what I was
He's
like,
10 meters away.
Yeah, and his explanation was like, "Oh, it cracked the ground." I'm like, okay, where I didn't see the roots. Your foot
Yeah.
was nowhere near the roots.
Yes, I like also like stands can kind of go in and out of
Yeah,
it.
and then I was like, okay, it must have been the stand, but then wasn't the stand also trapped?
Yeah. And then he touched the roots.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Yeah, that whole thing. I was just like, okay, sure. I was like, I didn't quite understand that part, but all right, fine.
Yeah, I think it could have done a better job of showing it just by
Yeah,
like,
like
showing
I get the
some roots.
concept. It's
Yeah.
just, yeah, it was a little
Yeah,
tough to follow.
They could have showed that one better.
Yeah, it was a
Uh,
cool fight.
But I thought it was a really cool fight. And so then you get the classic JoJo finisher
Yeah.
of instead of Ora, it's
Yeah.
Muda. And he punches Black Sabbath into oblivion,
Yeah,
disappears.
He sure does. He 100% does.
He does. And he brings back the lighter to Poplo.
Yo.
He back in the jail. And this is where some
Yes.
wild JoJo shit happens.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
So Poplo, as we know, has a whole armory, a bar fridge full of food, all kinds of stuff. When Giorno goes to put down the lighter and to collect the pin because he passed the test to be in the gang, he also it's alluded that he does something to the fridge.
Yes.
Right? And you don't know what. But basically Poplo says, okay, you're in the gang. It's gonna be great. You're gonna be under Bruno for a bit. And yeah, that's it. Like, you report to me, do whatever. He goes to Bruno, and then he's like, oh yeah, you're just aimlessly killing people with your stand. Fuck that noise. I turned your banana into a gun. Right? So he goes to eat the banana, and when he peels back the one peel, you hear the cock of the gun, and you're like, the fuck?
Yeah.
And then as he goes to eat it, it untransforms, and the bottom peel wraps around his finger, which turns into the trigger, and it lights off the trigger, and he fucking kills himself.
Yeah.
He just gunshots it, blasts himself in the face.
Yeah.
What I thought was cool about that scene is that it also confirms that Poplo is the stand user for Black Sabbath, because there's like a split-second frame where after the shot, it's both Poplo and Black Sabbath being like, fuck.
Yeah.
And then his brains get splattered on the wall.
Yeah, and then you see the arrow on the ground.
Yeah, and you see the arrow on the ground. So now we know how stand powers are made.
Yeah.
Basically, with the arrow. There are multiple arrows. There's one in Italy. There was one in the last part. We see the explanation of automatic stands.
Yeah.
Where stands can go really far and act on their own will, but can only follow really simple commands.
Yeah.
And you see the different strengths and weaknesses of that. And then the most exciting part, which is they finally got rid of Koichi. Koichi's like, I'm not going to tell Jotaro about what's going on because I think he's a good person. And we're going to meet the rest of the gang.
Yeah, and I think the gang, I know I've seen them before in merchandising.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot, especially the guy with the bandana. It's like orange.
Oh, yeah.
And, yeah. Going back to that banana thing, that was a cool scene, but man, that is one of those moments where you're just like, just accept the bullshit of this.
That was one of them. That is 100% one of them.
I was like, I'm not even gonna try and think about how the explanation for how this works. I guess it just does.
It just works.
I didn't know. I didn't realize the guy had guns in his cell.
So it's funny. Well, they show it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the army.
Yeah.
But it's funny that you say it just works.
Yeah.
Because the main villain, he's not gonna be introduced till way later.
Yeah.
But the gimmick or the fan thing for him is it just works. His power is one of those like it just works.
Yeah.
Like just deal with it.
Yeah.
It just works.
Okay. Yeah. That was the only part of the episode I was like, all right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess they had to get rid of him. And this is the smoothest way they could have done it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Needs to go.
But I guess now the show seems to find like we're done with introductions.
Yep.
Let's go. This is the real story now.
Yeah, and we're gonna learn about all of the different stand powers that the gang has.
Yeah.
So Purple Haze, Aerosmith, Moody Blues, and Sex Pistols. Yeah, those are all the stands that are upcoming, and I'm not gonna spoil their powers, but it's fun. With these guys, you get to see a lot of variety in like what stands can be,
Yes.
either combat or non-combat,
Yeah.
and like how helpful they can be to a team.
Yeah. I don't think I'll ever get used to the color palette swaps.
Dude, yeah, when it changed to like green and whatever.
I don't think that's not something I'll ever be able to accept.
No, it's always jarring. It's never not jarring.
Because at first I thought something important happened and like change of perspective.
Nope.
And I was like, is it the Shadow Realm? And then it switches back and I'm like, wait, what happened?
No, it's just we need new art for this one. We needed more color. We had enough budget.
Yeah. I didn't know, like I was just like, okay, I don't know. No. I'm not letting my foot down on this one.
Yeah, whenever it's something dramatic or something like you'll see the comic like sound effect words on the screen. That's when you know something's up.
Yeah. But all right.
But yeah, don't worry about those colors. It's a false flag. Yeah. It's just for funsies.
Yeah, okay. It makes me want to think more into it, but I know I shouldn't. It's dumb.
Like, listen, of all the things to think more into, that one is not it because there's literally nothing behind it.
Yeah, I know. But it just makes you want to.
Yeah. Like, what if though? So yeah, that was JoJo episode 4.
Yeah.
And we're getting into, I think in both series we're getting to the swing of things.
Yeah, I think we're finally past the introductions and we're gonna go and roll on to the important stuff.
I'm excited.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to both of them.
That's it. It's Anime Club, my dude.
Yeah, we will be back next week with episode 5s.
Of both?
Yeah.
Yep.
And if you are also watching along with us, make sure to write in.
Yeah. Let us know what you think of anime bullshit.
Yeah.
Either be it in Goblin Slayer with underwater scrolls or with
banana guns.
Banana guns.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Banana guns.
It's funny because I didn't think these picks would go this way, but it seems like both of our picks are portions except the anime bullshit.
Yeah.
And portions I'm gonna outsmart you the anime.
Yeah.
Right? Like they both kind of have the same feeling to it, but with deeply different tones.
Yes.
Yes. Like completely different tones.
Yes. For one of the anime doesn't even have any women in it.
It does.
Does it?
It will eventually.
Will they be used in the same sort of method?
No. They are strong, independent female women.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Just wait. You just wait for the introduction of Spice Girl.
Okay. Okay. Thanks for listening, guys.
All right. See you later.